This game is way too addicting. I've played 5 episodes back to back now. This is the 5th episode. Do we want mountains? I kind of like mountains. Do I think I can get the mana before the enemies? I think I can. Let's go do it. Oh, except they have crazy replicrabs, but that's only once they kill me. I'm in debt. Inventory. The Happy. The Happy does not have upgrades. I could replicate if I kill the crabs with a cheap ally. I just need a cheap ally. Triple health. Slow cooker is good. After a non-leader ally takes damage from an enemy with less HP, it deals 1 damage back. It deals X damage back, where X is equal to how much more HP it has. Wait, that one sounds amazing. I don't know if I want to go into super debt, though. We'll decide. After an ally takes damage, it moves forward. That's not bad. I might just be going this top path. Okay, I do want Erode. Erode seems better than Yellow Moss. Blast Crystal saved me a bit. Shrine to Recovery. It kind of depends what the random things are. Thorn Hedge. Okay, start. So now, with 50 mana, this one gets me access to this mana. 2 seconds, 7 damage. Every second, 3 damage. I think I get to the mana quicker, but I'm not sure. Limino, growth 10. 5/6 of a second, 1 damage. Before this deals damage, increase that damage by 1/10 of this cube's HP. After this dies, create a large slime warrior. Every second, if this has more than 20 HP, move forward. Growth 10. Okay, that one's a little bit scary, but I can kill it using Erode. Why do you teleport forward? Every second, throw the cube behind this upwards and forwards in an arc. After it lands, it dies 1 minute later. Wait a second. I could use that to poison you. Speaking of which, I could poison that early. And I could kill their thing. Okay, I'm gonna place this. I'm probably gonna place... After this is created, gain 10 max mana. I need to have at least like 5 or 10 mana to use. I just want to hit everything with poison. Poisonous. Okay, I do need to read what the effects are. You put shadow onto this. Shadow's both good and bad. Every 14 seconds, create an orange ant. Not gonna happen. Mana storage. After this is created, gain 10 max mana. After this dies, lose it immediately. After any non-leader cube takes damage, 1% chance for it to join your faction. Die after 1 minute. Fake coin stuff. Regen. I did not take the one where this could get extra HP if I put it above my leader. Kind of wish I had. Poisonous. Regen. After this is created, all enemies gain zap. Wait. That's kind of good, isn't it? After a second, deal 1 damage to another random enemy or random ally within range of 7 spaces. The hope was that I would get to poison things. Poison, poison. Okay, creating the solid shadow in front. Not the best. My HP, though, really good. Why are you up to 38 HP? After this dies, generate mana equal to this cube's max HP. Oh, because of the 3 times HP thing. After this is created, if this costs less than 40 mana, create Anoran above. Really? What happened to that? So I could do zap again, but you don't have anything near you. You're already poisoned. You're already poisoned, but you're at full health. Oh, because of this. I think I just get another plant warrior down here. They're gonna get their Limino, which is scary, but that's when I want to place a road. What does this one have? Every 20 seconds, create a slime drop pot above. Every 30 seconds, create a castle knight above. Okay, that's really good. Except it's going to be blocked by thorn leaves above. After a cube with the same name as cube above is created, exile that cube. After a cube with the same name as the cube above is created. That's weird. If I had like 2 of these, they would sit there and exile the thorn leaves of the other? Am I understanding correctly? I kind of want 2 of these, and we'll just see what they do. Oh, you dropped down twice. Why did you drop down twice? This is gonna break the bridge if I do it again, but that's kind of fine. This one scares me. Growth 10. I think I need to kill that. Down laser doesn't really scare me. Alright. So we got that poisoned, but its growth outpaces the poison. Got that poisoned, that's helpful. Got that poisoned, that's helpful. Poisoned. Poisoned and close to death. I'm close to getting the mana. So this one, every minute creates a copy of itself. I don't know if it's going to get banished by this thing. After a cube with the same name as the cube above is created, exile that cube. I feel like it is going to. This is an add-on with Eldritch with free placement. After this is created, for every other non-leader ally, create a copy of it behind it and generate negative mana equal to half its cost. After this is created, for every other non-leader ally, create a copy of it behind it. No? After another ally is placed, create a copy of that cube on each of the 8 positions near that ally and lose only 4 times the mana cost of that cube in mana, then remove this ability. Phasing bullets. Laser beams. After this takes... okay. Maybe I want to place this one. And then I have to figure out what I'm placing. 25 mana. I'm kind of worried because they still have the Replicrab thing. So now, whatever I place, it's going to create 9 of. Do I just create 9 plant warriors? Huh. I think so. Do I create 9 Shrine of Recoveries? After this is created, create a random cube from the game's library below. It may even be discount deal, regen, charging. After this is created but not placed, teleport it in front, or after an ally is created but not placed, teleport it in front of this. If it doesn't have strength, it also gains 1 strength. After this takes damage from a non-leader enemy, it loses this ability, is exiled, and recreated as an allied combination of this and the culprit. I mean, it sounds kind of good. I'm about to get a bunch of mana, which is helpful. They're slowly trying to get through to the mana. This thing does scare me. Okay, so I did just get a bunch of mana, but not enough. Shrine to Recovery is really weird. The idea of getting 9 of these I will go into negative mana for that. After this dies, generate mana equal to this cube's max HP, and I do have growth. That might be too much mana. What about this one? Explodes. Every 10 seconds, heal. Every second, if this has at least energy equal to the mana cost of the cube behind this, create a copy of that cube in front of this, lose that much energy. If there's no space, destroy it. Mana storage 40. Burrowing. After an ally deals damage to an enemy, lose this ability, then deal the same amount of damage to all enemies with that name. Nah. I could have 9 of these add-ons. Super Eldritch. No. Leader regen. I could have tons of leader regen. That would be kind of cool. I still think it's Shrine to Recovery, probably. If I'm understanding what's about to happen correctly, which I might be. This is going to block those lasers and phasing bullets. Oh god. Why is there a mana battery? Why is there a petrify? After this is created, if there's a cube below, create stone above and deal 50 damage to the cube below. Strength 1. The strength 1 makes sense. Temporal engine. Add-on. Temporary double time. Strength 1. Melee 2 times lifesteal. Knight of Archrist. After another ally is created, if it doesn't have lifesteal, grant it lifesteal, and if it has more than 1 HP, deal 1 damage to it. 2 times lifesteal, melee, strength. Sounds really good. So I kind of want to place Plant Warrior, another Blast Crystal, and then the Plant Warriors. Stuff is happening. Oh god, they're moving forwards. If I get lots of heals, I also do lots of damage, and this has strength. To get lots of heals, I don't know what the answer is. This one is still here. That's a different one now. Oh crap, they're climbing over. Wait, oh, okay, I thought this thing died for a second. After another ally is created, if it doesn't have lifesteal, grant it lifesteal. Oh, I have negative 400 mana. We're not doing anything for a bit. That was a choice that I made. This is here. Dark Return. Okay. That was a choice that I made. Shrine to Recovery Shield Knights. They are allies, they're charging. After this is created, create a random cube from the game's library below. Charging, poison, lifesteal. Do you have a melee attack? You do. You don't have climbing though. And I wish it was these ones that had a melee attack. I'm almost out of the negatives. We're doing things. I'm doing damage to enemies because I heal a good amount. I really just want to place a Plant Warrior. It gains extra HP. It's really strong. It'll have lifesteal. And it can move forward. Go get that mana. Oh, but it can't drop down. The mana's getting eaten by neutral solid shadow. Lame. Growth and lifesteal are good. Do I just create a swarm of these? It sounds pretty tempting to me. What about this one? It's an add-on and it's bad. They have Replicrabs. This one has lifesteal. Oh, putting lifesteal onto these would be kind of crazy. It sends me into the negatives. I kind of like the charging more, I think. Oh, God. We're going to find out. Do they have climbing now? Somehow this thing got up here. Charging. Huh. Dies after a minute? What do you mean dies after a minute? All right. Hey, we win. That makes perfect sense. Before this dies, every ally gains extra HP equal to the energy on this. Grave Ruined Wall. Extra life. Grinding Gun. Every second, while there's an ally above, deal 1 damage to that ally. Create a scrap bullet in front. I want things that aren't going to create Replicrabs, or that get stronger when I eat Replicrabs. This one would be pretty good. Maybe that's what I want. Fell the Mighty. Tripled health. Doesn't upgrade. Oh, this one is really good. Okay. I'm going into debt. I can't help it. Looming Monolith is way too good. Bottled Rats. Every 5 seconds, create a rat above a random non-rat ally until there are 7 allied rats. That sounds kind of bad. It does, because it would create unlimited Replicrabs. But they would trigger that monolith thing. The Fell the Mighty. I don't think it's worth paying for. What about Slow Cooker? I'm already way too far in debt. Leave. I think this is still winnable. Curse of Courage. After an ally takes damage, it moves forward. I don't think that bothers me. The game is chaos already. I don't think I need this one. Kinda depends what the bonuses it's gonna get are. This one's kind of bad because whatever bonuses it gets probably won't apply. Huh. But the regen is nice. Start. What did we get? Add-on. Huh. Add-on is interesting. Regen. After this dies, create a rat. After another ally is created, swap its HP and max HP with this cube's HP and max HP. Every second, if this has more than 20 HP, deal 20 damage to this and create a giant leech above. Before this dies, every ally gains extra HP equal to the energy, so that part's normal. Melee. Every second, if this has more than 0 energy, lose 1 energy, and every leader generates 1 mana. Melee. Climbing. Every second, if this has at least energy equal to the mana cost of the cube behind this, create a copy of that cube in front of this. Every 20 seconds, create a slime drop pod. Hey, I understand part of what it says. Right now, I could place poison onto this. That doesn't do anything. This one, melee, add-on. Add-on. Regen. After this is created, the non-leader cube below gains all its abilities again and gains manifold, which prevents it from gaining the abilities this way again. After another ally with a different name is placed, give it strength equal to the energy on this. And then this dies. That part is bad. Crap. It would have been so good without that. Cascade. Poisoned. After a poisoned cube deals damage, the victim also becomes poisoned for 5 HP per minute. Every 5 seconds, random ally gains 1 HP? What? Cascade. Okay, this one sounds very good. Poison 1. Every second, if there's an ally in front, heal it for 1 HP. Eternal. After this is created, every cube in your hand with the same name gains 5 max HP. That's good. Burrowing explodes. That one's not bad. After this dies, create a Vodicum core. Charging. Before this takes damage, negate all the damage and deal that much back to a random ally with a different name. What about you? Mana charged. After an ally is created above, exile that cube and this gains energy equal to its mana cost. Only allies can move in this cube's version of backwards. What? After this is created, all enemies gain zap. Growth 6, melee, charging. Something with bees. Every 5 seconds, 50% chance to create a 2 damage homing bee. Homing bees are pretty bad. So the one I liked is this one. Why did I like this one? For lots of reasons. Extra HP. I'm just going to place this into the world. But it does not help me get this mana. Kidnapper. Poisoned. Poisoned. That was all I really wanted out of that. Six times per second. If there's an enemy in front, teleport it behind this. It gives way to charging enemies. Every second, if there's a cube behind this, if the cube behind this is an enemy, that cube moves backwards, then this cube moves backwards. Okay, so when it says kidnapper, it doesn't take, or like turn them into its side, it just moves them. It just takes the block, but it's still mine. This one is weird. This one is weird. And it costs 50 mana. It does generate energy, which is cool. This one would be so good if it didn't have dies after something. After this is created, all enemies... Wait, no, this one. I don't remember. One of them. This one seemed okay. There was something that was really bad. Oh, the bees are kind of bad. They're not that bad. They're kind of bad. So every 5 seconds, random ally. Oh, but the ally could be these thorn hedges. This is an add-on that gives energy. This is an add-on. After another ally with a different name is placed, give it strength equal to the energy on this, then this dies. That part. Mostly because this can't get energy, really. And it's just bad. Plus it's an add-on, so it would give that to something else. I don't know how I win this one. I think I'm going to get this one. Oh, hey, it's a Replicrap. What are you doing here? What if the answer is just erode? They have 323 HP. That's not it. 20 damage to a random enemy. Oh, that's what killed me. What's wrong with this one? Mana charged. I don't know. Place it. If I got enough of this mana, then I could erode a couple times. Lifesteal. Every 2 seconds, create a shield in front. Regen. This doesn't do anything. Free placement. I do gain max mana whenever I place it. It's kind of cool. I don't really want to break this open, because right now they're not doing any damage down there. I do want to kill this Replicrab, which has poison 23. It'll die. This creates copies of itself. This one still is good. I'm going to place that back into the world. Cascade is weird. After a poisoned cube deals damage, the victim also becomes poisoned for 5 HP per minute. So I'm getting a bunch of mana. The mana storage dimensions don't do much. These eyes are pretty rough. Here, I'm gonna place you down here. Didn't kill that. But zap and poison. Poison 8. Poison 8. So the zap is pretty good. You created the zap. Okay, that thing died at least. There's another Replicrab over here, which I think means that it blew up the thorn leaves. Poison 20, crap. That's because this thing is poisoned. I understand. Oh, if it kills these bushes, luckily it did not. It would just create more of those. Okay, poison 25. That's still manageable because I'm healing. I'm a healing leader. What does this one have? Poison 1 every second. If there's an ally in front, okay. Heal for 1 per second. That's good. Except that it burrows, but still. I can work with that. I'll get another one. I like that these don't attack. I'm a little bit worried about those slime faces, but not really. Heal this back up. You have 8 poison. This blue moss is kind of a problem. Okay, what am I doing that's hitting those? They're taking damage because there's something on top of them. Got it. So blue moss gets destroyed by poison. This is gonna get... No, that's only blue moss. Blue moss is weird. Got it. They're being blocked off by these 3, which is pretty good. Except that they're all poisoned, except for the bottom one. Okay, I'm getting free mana. And max mana. And if I want to, I could just do a big erode. Slime drop pod. Do I think that's good? It'll create a bunch of crabs. It's climbing, it's melee. Every second, if this has more than 0 energy, lose 1 energy, and leader generates 1 mana. Yeah, but it doesn't gain energy. Right, this is gonna get dropped down eventually by this. Still, slime drop pods seem good. There's a Replicrab over here. My healing container moved away because it did damage or it took damage. One of the two. So that was because of this eye. There's also a debt collector that's pretty scary. Slime drop pod. I think now is a decent time to do this. Poison 3. Poison 8. Didn't hit the eye once. That's rough. Kidnapper's gonna pull my thing away. No, it's not. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna wait till... Broke that one. Now I think we get another of these. So it does not do more poison. Okay, we did kill this. I thought I took the upgraded poison. I did not upgrade slow cooker. I should have. It would have put me further into debt, but I still think I should have. Strength 5. This one's scary. But if I kill it, I will create copies of myself. How do I kill it? I don't know. Every second, you do 6 damage. I have a lot of HP. So do you. So do you. Also, I cost 45 mana. Yeah, but this costs 253, so that would be enough if I kill it. This costs 40 mana. This costs 10 mana. I have a medium warrior slime over here. It's trying to do things. It is trying to do things. I kind of want more slime drop pods. I do like the zap a bit. I killed something that cost more mana than me, so I created a copy of this, and the copies that I create have more HP. Okay. Slime drop pod is good then. This one is very low cost. Shouldn't I be getting poisoned? What was that gives that poison thing? Oh, it's this. That's kind of scary to put into the world, but... Oh, I wanted that before we fought. Okay. You cost 22. Why do you cost 22? Who knows? Okay, so now it's gonna poison me, but I'm gonna poison it back. How's my leader doing? My leader is fine. Okay, we managed to get 98 poison on that. Now I need this to die, kind of. It is gonna die. Create Replicrabs, which block this thing off, surprisingly. So now, 98 poison. You die in less than 2 minutes. That means all I need to do is stay alive. My leader is not the best. So I want to place 2 of these, because the first one burrows. Place another. Holy, right, every time they duplicate, they triple their HP. Retaliate 1, poison 5, regen 15. Victory. We ended up with plant warriors over there, one with 675 HP. I don't know how they got up to the top like that. Okay. Strange crawler is pretty good. Giant fly. Unifier. After an ally is created, if it has the same name as the cube above, exile it before it does anything. Create a copy of the cube above in its place. So if you had an upgraded unit above something, then you could create copies of the upgraded unit below it. It's weird. I could see ways that that's strong, but it costs so much mana. Pocket Mirror. Consumable. Only works in battles. Every non-leader ally creates a copy of itself in front of itself. 10 minutes into battle, every non-leader ally creates a copy of itself in front of itself. Okay, that could be a panic button to save me. So this one, not too great. This one, pretty amazing, potentially. Anything else I would change? The leader regen's kind of good for 15. Oh, I can see what they're doing. Mana battery, don't care. Retribution wall, I care a little bit. Ghostly shriek. All enemies lose 1 HP. Kind of care. Don't really care about misery carrier. Don't really care about patch up. Slime vase a little bit. Plague mortar is scary. We can take out plague mortar. Okay. Okay. So what did we get? Melee, climbing. After this is created, add a copy of this to the enemy's hand except it's their faction. After another ally is created, if you have more mana than the cube below this costs, exile the newly created cube and replace the combination of it, cube below. Dies after 3 minutes. After this is placed, generate negative 100 mana. Okay, this one's terrible. Unless I just want to use it to drain their mana. What about you? Charging. After created, then deal 10 damage to the cube below. After created, create a random cube from the library below, which has melee and charging. That sounds good. Let's go for this top one. Growing worm. Okay. Cheap growing worm. I will take it. Okay, except it's getting blocked off, but still, I'll take it. I'm happy with this one. What about this one? Charging. After this is created, add an infinite stone to your hand, but generate negative 300 mana. After this is created, if cube below is neutral, or this costs less than 10 mana, convert the cube below to your faction. Don't care. This one, regen. Arcing, poisonous, mortar, projectile. Every 14 seconds, red ant. Red ant's kind of bad. After this is created, gain 10 extra HP for every touching cube with same name, brick wall. After this is created, add a free amalgam to your hand. I mean, it's kind of good because of the poison arc thing. Except it's going to be blocked off anyways by the bush. Scaling 10. After this is created, cubes with the same name in your hand cost 10 more. After an ally is placed, add a copy of it to a random opponent's hand, except it takes 2 HP from their leader after it is created, and it has their faction. Random allied leader gains regen 2. That's good. After this is created, deal 10 damage to the cube below, then heal it for 100 and remove 1 poison. After this is created, if an allied leader has more than 40 HP, takes 40 damage, and this generates 30 mana. Every 2 seconds, if there is an ally on all 4 touching positions, it deals 1 damage to each of them and generates 10 mana. The dealing damage to the leader and generating 30 mana is interesting. I'm I'm gonna get another plant warrior first, and then we'll figure out what we're doing. Probably playing this, because everything else so far is crap. This one's an add-on. Every X seconds, where X is the mana cost of the cube behind this, create a copy in front of this, except the copy also has the following abilities. Projectile dies after 50 seconds. No. I mean, I guess it's not bad. And it's an add-on, and it's flying. I guess, yeah, it's not bad. It's just that this costs 80. Okay, you. Oh no, Eldritch Bat with lifesteal. Okay. That's okay, I gain max HP. We can do this. This one wasn't terrible. So you got poisoned. You got poisoned. You got poisoned. Everything got poisoned. There's a Replicrab here because these die after 2 minutes. Of course there is. Replicrabs are stupid. Yeah, well, I have a charred grenadier. Climbing melee. Explodes every 5 seconds, create an arcing grenade projectile above this. Little things. What did you use to freeze me? Plague Mortar is a little bit scary, but there's a giant mountain between us currently. The Maw. Wait a second. Melee charging lifesteal devouring. It's gonna get blocked by this one, because it charges more slowly. I mean, it could be dumb luck that it ends up charging at exactly the right time to end up in front. Okay, it ends up on top, so that's good. Devouring lifesteal. The Maw is really good. My mana is up. The bridges are both broken. Oh, I don't have that much HP. Minus 300 mana. I cannot do that. Scaling every 20 seconds after an ally is no, this is all bad. This one wasn't. Oh, I can place this. That still doesn't save me, and we just created a Replicrab. I can't place this. I could just place a Plant Warrior. That's what I should have done. If I survive. I should survive. Plant Warrior is the answer. That's my whole game plan for this run. 45 mana. No, the Knight is not that strong. I guess it's okay. At least the enemy is poisoned. If the Maw creates copy, it would have to kill something that costs 200 or more. With Debt, it could kill something that costs 200 or more. But Debt could also just like instantly kill it. Every 10 seconds, generate 1 mana per 50 Debt. More Plant Warriors. That's gonna take forever for the Replicrab to get up here. This one scares me. Another Eldritch Bat? Chill game. Not cool. That poisoned this, so that's going to become a Replicrab. Shielded Warrior. Heals HP over the course of each minute equal to current mana, and I have 380 max mana. I could make this thing unkillable, basically. Unless something can one-shot it. How much damage does it do? Every second, deal 4 damage. That's pretty good. It's charging and climbing. Yeah, that one seems really strong. Now I'm tempted just to let my mana recharge. You're still alive. The only worry is that debt does something crazy. Also, my mana's not going up as quick as I would have expected, but I'm about to gain a bunch. So this thing should regen for a ton. It now has 35 HP. And if I need to, I can always place more plant warriors. These ones have growth. This one's devouring. And lifesteal. I have lots of good stuff. Most of it's not climbing, but... this Eldritch one scares me a little bit. Not that bad. Somehow, the growing worm is making it all the way across. Weird. There's a plague warrior built on top, or plague mortar built on top of my worm. Okay, that's close to hitting me. I don't want that to happen. Oh, I can't build on that side. Crap. I don't want to drain all of my mana. Okay, we're fine. As long as this isn't going to hit my leader, we're fine. It is going to hit my leader. I could just place a bunch of these. Why are there 2 of these? Okay, now there's a second one. These will die soon. When they die, they'll create crabs, but most importantly, they would drop down the thing. Okay, I ended up with 4 of these because they only cost 50 mana. Right. And they all get to regen by my mana. Phase gun. Every 4 seconds, create a phasing bullet in front. 50 mana, but that one's decent. Scaffolding only costs 5 mana. Flamethrower. If there's an enemy in one of the 2 positions in front, deal 2 damage to all cubes in those positions. I think I want scaffolding, as weird as it is. I just want a cheap cube. Holy Dragon Egg. Start with a free Holy Dragon Egg in your hand. Does it get the modifications? I think it does. I think we just take it. It gains extra HP. I should have read what the other 2 did. I just wanted it. Just wanted it. So I want to get rid of something expensive, probably you, and put this in instead. The cheaper things are, the better. You go up top. Start. Ascension. After this is created, first cube in your hand, which doesn't have flying, gains flying. That's itself. Cascade 70. After this dies, first cube from your hand, which costs at least 70 less than this. Which costs at least 70 less than this? Do you know how cheap that is? Melee. Every 10 seconds, create a neutral snow at the top of the map above a random enemy. That one's good. Armor. Every second, if this has more energy, mana cost cube above, create a copy of cube at the top of the map above a random enemy, lose all energy. Every 30 seconds, every enemy takes 1 damage and regen. That seems really good for 15. Eldritch. I hate Eldritch. With growth, this one's scary. Okay, what about you? Lifesteal. Efficiency. After this dies, create an abomination piece. Every second, while there is an ally above, deal 1 damage to that ally and create a scrap bullet. After this is created, reset mana cost and remove this ability. I mean, it's fine. I should have looked to see if any of these have like add-on. 2 times after this is created, repeatedly deal 1 damage to random enemy which still has HP left. Generate -1 mana. Add-on. Strength. Enemies in the column below this can't move down. If there is one, this can't move. So that's the abduction, whatever the thing was called. Sky Devourer. Every 10 seconds, heal random damaged ally for 2, then heal every cube touching that ally. This one is usually good. Projectile 4. Uh-oh. Every 30 seconds, add a free cube shield to your hand. Grant shadow to the cube above. Retaliate 2. So the one I liked was Strange Crawler. Why did I like it? Every 30 seconds, every enemy takes 1 damage, and it creates snow above enemies. It's just good. Yeah, it is. And the snow will apply 1 poison. Blood Reactor. And these are so cheap. They're not that cheap, but they're cheap enough that if they kill something that costs 45 or more, they'll replicate into its spot. Snow is really cheap. Oh, but snow is neutral. If that was allied snow, it would be duplicating every time it killed something, basically. Every 30 seconds, every enemy takes 1 damage. If I get enough of these into the world, then we just win. I also have the egg back here doing things. By which I mean existing. The egg exists. Snow is doing things. I'm going to be able to place so many of these once I break some of the mana. Okay, 2 of them. But then we'll break more mana, and then I can place more. And then we will create more snow. Yeah, these feel like they win the game. And, because they're so cheap, killing things over here did result in me duplicating over to here. I wish I took the one where poison could be applied multiple times. I will create snow above myself, which kind of sucks. These are expensive. They cost more than 45. Their replicrabs are not moving forward too quickly. Oh, but I'm at the halfway point, so I can't place forward of this line. Their half of the map is going to be buried in snow a bit. Holy, 567 HP. Right, every time I duplicate, it triplicates. Every time I duplicate, the HP triples. 4 times the happy. What are you doing? Can't just place a random decay bolt into the world. Now you're putting snow on my side of the map. What? Not cool. Not cool. Luckily, this is armored and has lifesteal. Still not cool. Hey, we win. I could get Freezing Pain, don't I already have that? Compartmentalize, 2 times add-on. After another non-add-on ally is placed, it gains add-on. Battle Rush. After this kills a touching cube, move in that cube's direction and gain 1 temporary strength. Oh, that one's really good. That one is really good. It's especially good with like weak little things like pain goo or those replicrabs. This one's also very good, but it costs 70 mana. This only costs 30. I'm going to take the one that costs 30. Cheaper things are better. Game difficulty is increased by 1. It's a little bit bad. This one's not bad. Curse of Snow. No. -123. Undead. Resurrection. After a non-undead ally dies, if it had more than 0 max HP, 40% chance for it to create a copy in its place, except the copy has 4 HP healed and is undead. The names. At the start of battle, change the name of every cube in your hand to every name. I don't know what that means. Every 3 minutes, every ally gains 5 max HP. After an enemy with more than 0 HP moves, if it's now in one of the first 9 columns, your starting leader deals 6 damage to it. 1 minute cooldown. Bottled Slime. Bottled Strength. Reroll 1 less time in the future, which usually prevents you from rerolling. Gain 10,000 gold until you lose this perk. After an ally is placed, it loses all abilities and becomes golden. They don't do anything. What? Okay. So I can't ever lose that perk. Did I misunderstand that one? I might have. After an ally is placed, it loses all abilities and becomes golden. That's pretty bad. That was really bad. Why did I take that? Why did I take this? Cut reality. After this is placed, if there is no leader in the column, remove that column from reality. Wind Guardian. After a cube damages an allied leader, move it to the east away 3 times. If it's an enemy, also apply 10 poison. Click outside battle to activate this, then click on a non-cursed perk inside your inventory to sell it for its value in gold. Permanently reduce the cost of rerolling by 10. Start with 3 random cubes in your inventory. Every minute, remove the middle column. Every 40 seconds, inflict Star Curse on the highest non-leader enemy. Is this just going to create crabs? I feel like it is. I think we've lost. Mana Recycler. Every 10 seconds. Okay, inventory. Curse of Midas. Okay, let's go find out. At first, I thought that said the first time you click something. Oh, we're at the end. Okay. Try to complete one of these. We will take the Vault, Acid Dome, Warehouse. Warehouse feels like the only chance. It doesn't really feel like a chance. Eternal. The Dream. Okay, I don't think I can beat the Dream at all. But if I'm gonna lose, I might as well lose to something that's like impossible. Melee charging, 35 cost. Summoning Altar. Start. All right, so once I place these, hey, every name. Do you really become golden? Hey, you're golden, but you have every name. Hey, it doesn't drain all my mana. It's just kind of golden. That does make these quite a bit more useless. This one's really cheap. It's golden. Golden. Okay, small problem. But have we considered how much gold I have? What if my leader could just win against an unkillable group of enemies? What if we just win using disease? And they're copying stuff that is worthless. It's kind of good. Bam. Easy game. Look at that. They're suffocating themselves. They have no chance. Negative 20 HP. There's an enemy down here. Okay. Small problem with that perk. Golden. You love to see it. Bam. Does nothing. Okay, I may have lost. If I'm gonna place golden things, I should place the cheapest golden things. They're gonna create replicrabs. My leader kills the replicrabs, and then... Oh no, we can't kill the replicrabs. But the replicrabs also probably can't kill me. Is that true? Probably not true. What does this one do? If there's an enemy below, add an allied copy to your hand. Oh, of course. They get a leader. That's fair. Completely fair. I could have blocked off on top of my leader to block that from happening. They will end up in negative mana for a while, but they will also get a leader that generates mana quicker. And I forgot to mention, I can't do anything. Poison 5. Gain 10,000 gold. Okay. I have learned a thing. Why is Midas Touch in the game? I guess it would be fine if you just used your leader and nothing else. Curse of Architects. Curse of Forced Purchase. Curse of Wounds. Victory! Let's go. We reached the end. Loop to another map. No. Leave. We're up to Nightmare 8. Good stuff. For now, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for watching.